all night. Your been your mind. We were supposed to be living, but you keep overthinking. Everything you try on's not right. One doubt, then another something to cover. You're in the mirror, but you're not seeing yourself. Just seeing all the ways you could be someone else. I know you feel sometimes like you're not good enough. You're not the only one. All I'm trying to say is don't change. Every part of you is just right. Don't change. Not a single curve or one line. Why cover up your flaws when they make you who you are? All I'm trying to say is don't change. Don't change. It's hard when you're in the dark. Trying to see things clearly. Yeah, I felt how you're feeling. All of the stress, pressure, all in pursuit of perfection. Wish we knew that imperfection make you an exception. You're in the mirror, but you're not seeing yourself. Just seeing all the ways you could be someone else. I know you feel sometimes like you're not good enough. You're not the only one. All I'm trying to say is don't change. Every part of you is just right. Don't change. Not a single curve or one line. Why cover up your flaws? Why they make you who you are? I'm trying to say don't change.
You saw the video, lyrics and song. It claims there is nothing wrong with you. You don't need to change anything. But quite often we hear people saying, oh no, he will never change. He will be like that only. No chance. It is in his genes. You can never change him. He always behaves like that. From childhood, and now it is too late to change. No, his father was also like that. So he also behaves like that only. It's impossible to change him. If you go through these comments again, think of what we are trying to say. Is it that he is not like us? Or okay, majority of us, he is different? What is your problem in his being different? Do you think your behaviors are standard and acceptable to all? Are you an ISI branded personality? Are you the benchmark? Or you take the comfort that nothing is wrong with you, only the other person is wrong with everything? Or it could be simply different point of views. Or is changing others is your mission? And is it your role? Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if so and so change that one thing, everything would be better? We will see in this video the dynamics of people changing.
People don't start their lives with beliefs, values, or attitudes. They develop over time as a result of their experiences and external influences. For example, someone who grew up in an abusive household may be more likely to develop negative views about family. But someone who grew up watching his parents work hard at their jobs may have developed positive views about work ethic. These are two examples of many that illustrate how beliefs, values, and attitudes are shaped by experience. The good news is that people also have a great deal of control over how they shape these internal factors. This means that if you want to make changes in your life, all it takes is some effort on your part. It's not easy, but it can be done.
Also, many don't know the alternative behavior, and that's why they react or behave in their preferred way. For many, changing means their personality change, which they refuse. Because, without that they are nothing. They prefer the life-saving responses like because it's what has saved their lives and allowed them to feel safe.
Almost everyone is relying on the standard approach to drive change. You tell people what to do. Issue demands like, don't go out, stay 6 feet apart, wash your hands, and wear your face masks. But everyone avoid doing what they were suggested because they don't want to feel like someone else is controlling them.
But, wait. Why are you so much bent upon changing others? Do you believe you are right all the time? So that others are always wrong? Is that a big reason you expect others to change? If you are so convinced that you are right, your ability to see someone else's point of view is obstructed. You don't allow yourself to consider that someone else can also be right?
Most people choose to try and change the other people and world around them instead of changing themselves. Most of the time, when we want someone else to change, it is because we are trying to avoid making changes ourselves. We would rather have the other person move out of their comfort zone, so we don't have to. So how can you build more tolerance in situations where you want someone else to change but when he is not obliging? Solve instead of changing other people. Work on understanding where their behaviors are coming from. Act with tolerance and understanding of others when their behavior is hurting you. Almost all gurus and spiritual leaders I've observed do one thing in common. They pause before most interactions. Sort of a stop and count to 10. You can also practice pauses, repeating to ourselves, almost as a mantra, 5 to 10 words, terms of tolerance, respect, understanding and common value, dignity, integrity, caring, gratitude, love, charity, purity, contentment, etc. Because tolerance is giving to every other human being every right that you claim for yourself.
Listen more. Speak less. Listen to understand, not to respond. Truly try to understand the other person's perspective. Ask questions for understanding, not debate. When wanting to offer another perspective, ask things like, could I offer you another perspective? There is another way of looking at that, or simply asking, would you care to hear my opinion? That often allows people to know they have been heard and respected. Especially if you say things like, oh, I see, so you're saying, and gets their defenses down.
Well, now you can hold a gun or reward richly to change others. When they change, it's because they are afraid or motivated by rewards. It's only temporary. In these cases, it is still in response to what you are saying or doing. The reality is you cannot directly control someone else. You can directly control only yourself. If someone is shouting at you, if you whisper, they may stop because it is difficult for them to shout and at the same time hear you. It is always easier for us to change instead of ranting, raving, moaning and groaning about others' behavior. Mahatma Gandhi said, "You be the change." Yes. My takeaway is that I can't control anyone else, but I can control myself, my choices, my actions, my reactions, my future. Also because you can't be explaining to others what they already know that they are doing wrong, it is futile. If you are not tolerant enough to go with them, sometimes you may have to remove them from your network without warning. Relationship is very complicated. Don't try to find an answer. When you find the answers, life changes the questions. Hope you enjoyed this video and the content questions. whether we need to change others or ourselves. If you have any thoughts, kindly comment below and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.